Welcome to the Reality Report, where I'm breaking down what this week's real estate headlines actually mean and taking the guesswork for you so you can be a confident consumer. Headlines create emotion, but you need context and clarity to be confident, and that's what I'm here to bring you today.
I keep it real, I keep it real, I keep it real, just keep it real.
So on today's episode, I'm talking about down payments shrinking, cash buyers pulling back in the market, rent trends shifting, and what builders think about today's housing market. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam Hartman. As always, I'm keeping it real estate here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And this is a little new segment of my YouTube channel that I'm excited to introduce and hopefully stay consistent bringing you on a weekly basis. The truth is, I am constantly reading and researching articles about the national and local housing market to Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I find and it's hard to find the time to sit in front of the camera and bring you the content and bring you these news. And I want to do that on a more consistent basis. So we're doing a weekly episode where I'm going to review some of the key articles that I've seen over the last week. I'm going to bring you the headlines, but more than the headlines, the context and the clarity that you need to be confident consumers in the real estate world. And so up first is down payments. Down payments are actually at a 5-month low, where the median home buyer put $64,000 down on their home purchase in December. Now that sounds like a lot of money, but it is down 1.5% from last year. And another key thing to point out is if the median down payment is now 15%, that's actually lower than the 20% threshold that a lot of buyers think they need to put down on a home to be able to buy a home. But it's also much higher than the minimum percentage that buyers need. A conventional loan, you only need 5% down. An FHA loan is 3.5%. USDA, VA loans are 0% down. And there's even first-time home buyer and down payment assistance type programs where you could put 0% down as well. So this trend doesn't necessarily mean that buyers are any weaker in today's market. It just means that they're being a little bit smarter and more protective of their cash on hand. Rates are improving, but are still high. Affordability is improving, but is still challenging for a large chunk of the market. And so consumers are just trying to make smart, educated decisions of where their money is best utilized and spent. Now, locally here in Fort Wayne, I'm seeing the same thing. Buyers are not being reckless, they're being calculated. They're leveraging the state of the market. I'm seeing buyers have more negotiating power, more room to negotiate, more room to include their closing costs, which is less money out of pocket. Even sometimes getting some of that seller concessions put towards those down payment assistance programs. All of that is helping buyers win in today's market and improve the affordability for the life of them owning that home. Next, running along a similar vein as to seeing how down payments are decreasing, we're actually also seeing full cash offers decreasing in the market as well. In fact, cash offers are at their lowest point in the last 5 years, where only 29% of purchases are being done by all cash buyers. Now, why might this be? Well, for one, the market is not nearly as competitive as it was 5 years ago in the post-pandemic housing boom. So buyers don't have to put all that cash into a home purchase. They could agree to finance it and still get their terms accepted with a seller. Another big thing is that for the buyers out there that do need to finance, you're not competing with as many cash buyers anymore. So your opportunity as a home buyer that's leveraging financing, leveraging a mortgage, you're gonna have still strong opportunities to go out there, find the right home, and get an offer accepted. Let's talk about the age-old question in this next article. Is it better to rent or own? Well, I'm not going to answer that question specifically, but this article does highlight that rent conditions are easing, and January rent data shows that vacancies rising and small unit rents are softening. Vacancies are up across the nation. 1 to 2 bedroom rents are actually down year over year, and in some cases, making it more affordable for someone to rent an apartment versus buying a home. And so renters are gaining a bit of leverage in today's market, which is helping affordability. We talk about housing affordability and people think that means buying a home. People buy, people rent. 1/3 of our nation is always renting, whether an apartment or a home. So the affordability there is improving just from a rental standpoint as well. And that's just good news. We've been through some tough economic times with rampant inflation, rampant price growth. And so it's good to see a little bit of reprieve in something that plays such a big role in housing budgets with just mortgages and rental prices. And last but not least, I want to talk about the builder sentiment report. Builder confidence dipped slightly in February due to affordability concerns. Now, on the national level, coming out of the White House, there's a lot of talking points. There's a lot of potential policies and things pointed toward housing affordability and improving housing affordability. And one of the big talking points is just always, we need more homes, we need more inventory, we need builders to build. But it's important to remember that, builders are for-profit companies. Many of them are large and publicly traded across the nation, and they've got a board and they've got shareholders to answer to. So they're not a charity. They're not just flooding the market with inventory and bringing prices down. They are going to build at a rate that satisfies the demand that's in the market. And if that means them slowing down their production because demand is not as high, that's what they're going to do. They're going to protect their profits. They're going to protect their margins, and they're going to operate in a way that keeps them profitable, keeps their shareholders and board members happy. So the fact that builder confidence slipped a bit is a sign that, the builders are probably not diving in and jumping into higher levels of production anytime soon. Builder confidence, the builder sentiment survey is a great indicator just to kind of project out. It's kind of a leading indicator to see what is going to happen with new construction here in the near future. The lower the sentiment, that means builders are not super high and optimistic about the demand that they will see for the product that they have. Part of that reduction in the builder sentiment could be the increase in supply of homes available for sale in the existing home market, because you're going to tend to get a more affordable home in the existing home market than buying something brand new, at least in the Fort Wayne, Indiana market. That's very true. You're going to pay more for the square footage by buying a brand new home, but you're also going to have a brand new home. You're going to have a new roof, a new furnace, a new AC, all those great things. You're going to have all the glitz and glam of a new home, but you're going to pay for it, and that's a key indicator to pay attention to. And so I think this week's articles paint a really good picture for buyers in the housing market. It's showing that potential buyers, they actually have leverage as renters, but they're also having leverage as buyers because down payments are decreasing, cash offers are decreasing. That's giving you more negotiating power, less competition, more room to hopefully leverage some affordability options in the market. And if you're curious about some of those affordability options, I hope you reach out, because that's what I'm here for, to help advise on what's possible and what routes you might be able to take to achieve this dream. So that's it for today, guys. This has been episode 1 of the Reality Report. I hope you liked it. I hope I stay as consistent as I want to be with it. And if I'm not, you guys keep me accountable out there. But if you're in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and you wonder what all this means for you, or you wonder what the first step is, or you don't even know where to begin with the home buying or home selling process, that's what I'm here for. There's no stupid questions. There's no wasting my time. I want to be your resource for context, clarity, and help you make confident real estate decisions. So I'll see you next time, guys.